Hi YouTubers, this is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics. And if you're wanting to know how to manifest using water, you've come to the right video. I spoke about this topic in the past, but it's so important and so critical to your manifestations, I wanted to do it again. So if you want to know how to manifest anything using water, this is the video to watch. If you're new to my channel, this is the Law of Attraction Metaphysical Life Coaching channel that always bring you information that is easy to understand, easy to put in action to help change your life. So don't forget to support this channel by liking, subscribing, and tapping that bell. Now, let's get started. I'm back, YouTubers. Now, what is it that I have to tell you about how to manifest using water? This is powerful and basically overlooked a whole lot. A lot of people take for granted their water and they don't realize how important it is to your vibration and to your manifestations and to your general health. 80% of our bodies are made up of water. If you know your anatomy and physiology, if you don't, look it up. 80% or more of your body is water. So now, getting back to what I'm saying, there was an experiment done by Emoto. It was the Emoto water experiment. And he basically took glasses of water and placed affirmations or statements on each and every one of them. Some of them was positive and some of them was negative. I love you. I hate you. You're beautiful. You're ugly. You're successful. You're a failure. These statements were placed on each glass and actually left to sit there for a while and then frozen. I'm speeding it up so you guys can get the point. These glasses were all frozen. Now, you know by making ice that when you freeze water, it turns into ice. And if you look at it under a microscope, it is crystals. It is ice crystals. So when these crystals was looked at under a microscope, the ones that was given positive affirmations, positive statements, turned out to be the most beautiful thing that you could ever look at, okay? The ones that were given negative statements, negative affirmations, ended up being something that looked like a crystal out of a nightmare, out of a horror movie. The only difference between these glasses were the statements that were placed on them. So now, what are we saying about ourselves? What are we saying about each and every time you look in the mirror and you call yourself ugly, you call yourself fat, you call yourself a failure? What are we saying when you look at your children and they got a bad grade and you penalize them by saying, hey, look, you're a failure, you're going to be just like your dad, I can't believe it, you'll never get it right. What are you saying to your child, to your family members, to your friends, to people that you know, working with them on a daily basis when you make these negative statements over and over again? Just by knowing what I'm telling you in this video, you should already know whatever you're putting out there, you need to think twice before you say it. This is powerful, and this is how we're going to manifest anything it is that we want in our reality. Now, getting to the technique, since I already explained to you guys how powerful your water is and how your water is vibrational and how your water holds emotions. So let me explain to you what you can do to help program your water to manifest anything that you want. Now, the first thing I would like to say is that if you're dealing with water and you understand what I'm talking about, try to work with or drink the most purest water that you can get, okay? Now, I'm not saying water in all fashions is perfect, but try to stay away from the tap water if you can, okay? The next thing I would say, use filters. On my refrigerator, I have air filters, water filters. I have filters on my refrigerator and I update them every 6 months. A lot of people drink bottled water like Poland Spring. Poland Spring is one of the waters that I do recommend if you don't have any of these things, if you don't have filters on your water, or if you don't have fountain water that you can go and get. In fact, I think I prefer a little bit more Poland Spring over a lot of the waters if I'm going to deal with that type of water. But just remember, everyone, water that's in a bottle has been in that bottle for a long time and it's just sitting there. And I don't know how much of the life force is in bottled water when you actually purchase it and drink it. So it's okay, it's better than faucet water, but try to make sure you get your water to the purest that you can get it at. Now, moving forward. Now, when it comes down to putting your water in canisters or things that you're going to be using, I prefer to use glass bottles, okay? Why? Because it's more natural and I feel a little more safer with the glass bottles. So what I want you to do is fill up your containers. It could be a container like this. It can be a glass that you're drinking for a meal, something, whatever it is you're using for your water. Now, to do this experiment, I really suggest that you use about a large container, a large glass of water that you're going to use and drink from all day long. Now, once you do that, you're going to make labels. Nice labels, any way you want to make them. You can get stickers, you can put sacred geometry, you can do whatever it is you want to do. But I want you to put labels on your water. And what those labels are going to say, they're going to say, I am beautiful, I am happy, I am successful, success, love, peace, health. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest in your life is what I want you to put on that label and put it on that jar. Now, when I say you're writing something and you're putting it on that jar, I really want it to be as if it is already done. We don't want I will have. We don't want any of that. We want I am successful. I have. I am beautiful. Whatever it is, I have a successful business. Whatever it is you're trying to manifest in the present tense as if it is already done should be what you write and place on that jar. Now, once you do that, I want you, when you drink from that jar, I want you to remember and visualize what it is you bringing into your life, what it is you are trying to program that jar of water to do. Now, let's move on a little more. I want to give you guys a little extra to go with this, okay? Now, when it comes down to programming your water, a lot of times you can use your own energy to do this. What you would do, remind you, your body is energy. And you can actually rub your hands together, okay? And when you rub your hands together and think about what it is you want in your life, you can actually bring your hands together and feel the energy between the two hands as they come together. So in this process here, I want you to take a jar and I want you to rub your hands together. Think about what it is you want or what it is you already have. And I want you to bring your hands into the close as possible to the jar. And I want you to sit there and I want you to imagine what it is you want to happen in your life as if it is already done. You may even say affirmations as if whatever you wrote on the paper that is stuck on the jar. Okay? This way you are impregnating your water to do or to bring to you whatever it is you desire. Another thing you can do, you can actually write whatever it is you want to manifest as if you were scripting on a piece of paper and place it underneath your jar of water and place that in the refrigerator. I don't care how you do it, but I need that water to be programmed with whatever it is you're trying to manifest. So you can put labels, which I suggest you should do, and you can also write things and put at the bottom of it. And you can also put your own energy in your water jar. Now, moving forward, the next thing I will suggest that you can do, which you guys know I am a crystal person, okay? So research your crystals before you do this. I would suggest that you use an infuser. Okay, that's one of the things you put your fruit in and then drop it in your water. You can do that. But I want you to drop crystals in your water, okay? In your water jar and draw water from there. Now, what I want to say, you're not going to drink or swallow the crystals, okay? So you keep these crystals in your water at the bottom of your water or put it in an infuser and have that inside your water, okay? Now, what type of crystals you're going to use? You can use citrine crystals for success, opalite, jade, whatever crystals you're using to manifest prosperity, and success, you can place that in your water, okay? Again, you're not going to swallow your crystals. You can put it in something and then drop it in your water if you feel like you can make that mistake. But the crystals are going to be at the bottom of the water, and that's where it's going to go. If you're trying to manifest peace and love, you might stick with some of the blue crystals or a pink quartz for love, manifesting love in all ways. Now you have the purest form of water in your jar, as pure as it can be. You have your label stating what it is you're trying to manifest. You have your crystals that have its own vibration of its own and own energy force that is actually energizing your water, stimulating your water, and waking it up. All of these things are powerful. At the same time, you done program your water again with your own energy. You're going to place this water in your refrigerator, and then you're going to drink this water as you go along your day. You could take it with you as if in a container to work and drink your water throughout the day, or you can drink it as a glass for your meal of the day. Whatever it is, I don't care what you do, is be creative and use your water and program your water before you drink it, okay? Now, one thing I would like to say when you're trying to manifest using water, the main thing I want you to know is that you have to imagine whatever it is you're trying to create in your life. So when you set this up, while you're doing it, just don't do it. Try to imagine your water being exactly what it is you're trying to create in your life, and imagine it being in this water. Another thing, you do not want to just throw crystals in there. The crystals should be programmed. So I tell anybody, before you use your crystals, run them under some water to make sure whatever impressions that may be on them from people touching them, from you touching them, is off. You can do other things, sage your crystals, you can do sea salt, whatever you want to do. But I really want to make sure your crystals are clear from any impressions that it may have picked up from other people and other things you've been doing. But the whole thing is, once you cleanse and energize your crystals, place your crystals in your hand, in your dominant hand, the hand that you use for everything. Take your other non-dominant hand, place it over those crystals, and state what you want those crystals to do for you. So if you're using the crystals for success and prosperity, you program that crystal to actually bring that vibration into your life. Then you're going to put it in your glass. These are things that I want you to do. These are things that it can help you with your manifestations. This is very simple. Again, I have crystals here. I have a bloodstone, which can be used for abundance and also for health. I have a tiger's iron that can actually be used for courage, motivation, protection. All that stuff is in this tiger iron. Again, also some health. I have a clear quartz that can be used for anything, okay? In this jar here, I have a jade, I have a citrine, I have an opalite for success. I have, for love, I have a pink quartz and any pink stone for peace. You can use a blue stone, a light blue stone. All of these things, if you know your crystals, can be used to energize and to help manifest with using water. This is a quick video, but I just wanted to bring this out to you guys. Again, do not swallow the crystals. Put it in something if you have to, like an infuser, and then put it in your water. Or just know that it's there and pour your water from the jar so that you don't swallow the crystals. Again, this is Yvette, and I just spoke to you briefly about how you can manifest using water and how important water is in your manifestations. In a little while, you start realizing things are changing in your life. Why? Because your vibration is changing. Why? Because the components, 80% of who you are, the water that's inside of you, has been programmed to bring you whatever it is you desire in your life. Listen, again, I tell you guys all the time about crystals and candles and sage, and you guys just have to listen to me when I'm talking about these things, how it can help you with your vibration. So this is Yvette from My World of Metaphysics, and we just spoke about how to manifest using water. Again, this is powerful, simple, and a lot of people overlook it. So if you want to follow me and support me, go to myworldofmetaphysics.com where you can get one-on-one coaching from me. Also, I do tarot readings. You can also go to store.myworldofmetaphysics.com where you can buy crystals and candles and sage. All of these crystals that I just mentioned to you is on that site. But most of all, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap that bell. I bring you guys all the information that you need to change your life. Again, this is Yvette, and namaste.